Why would they destroy such a good series? I'm actually so mad right now. I'm actually just... A lot of people are upset with this trailer, and for a very good reason. It's not because of art, it's not because of animation, it's not because of voice acting, it's not because of, like, studio change or anything like that. It is one of the worst things that can happen to an anime adaptation. And that is cutting content. Actually removing content from a series and completely deviating from what the story actually is about. For those that need context, let me give it to you. So, about 6 months ago, there was a new anime project announced for Kaguya-sama Love is War, accompanied by this key visual. This key visual instantly sent red flags to anyone that was in the know, manga readers basically, and like, wait a minute, are they skipping over 100 chapters of content to rush to the conclusion of the series? And that is in fact exactly what they're doing, because this trailer confirms it. At the very minimum, this trailer implies they're skipping 60 to 70 chapters of content to cut right to the ending. And I'm just like, why would anyone do something so stupid? Why would you do something so stupid and counterproductive? Because let's just explain this in a simple way. Why this is bad is because it's not just manga readers that are going to be upset that content's cut. It's going to leave anime-onlys completely confused. They're not going to even know what's going on because there's going to be character development, character interactions, different things that happen that's completely removed from the story. And so if we're perfectly adapting content 60 to 70 chapters after the latest content that was adapted within the anime, that means that there's this huge gap of just unknown for anime-onlys, and they're not really going to be aware of certain things that happen. And it's just like, what possesses a company to sabotage their anime to such a degree? Like, this is just pure sabotage. That's exactly what it is. Because Kaguya-sama's been met with nothing but praise, love, positive recognition for so many years, especially the anime. And I'm just looking at this like, why would they do such a thing? Now, to be fair to something, the content that this is going to be covering is going to be interesting. And I'm just going to give a brief sneak peek. I'm excited to see how people react to this, chapter 220. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see how the community explodes and gets extremely upset with this chapter. You know, certain groups are going to be upset. But the point of the matter is that despite the content that's going to be getting covered, the problem I have is the content that will not be getting covered. There is a lot of development that's just now going to be completely lost, and it's just going to do a damper on this series. Now, I know people are going to say, but Chibi, can't they just do another season or something, go back and adapt that content? Sure, they can. It's possible. It's happened before with other anime series. And I believe Assassination Classroom is actually getting something like that with a movie that's coming out very soon. But the point is that why do it in the first place? Like, if you're already been adapting the content pretty well for many, many years, and the reception of the series is very positive, why would you cut content, rush to the ending, and then be like, a few years down the road, like, okay, let's adapt this content now? Why would you do that when you could just adapt it from start to finish and have a completed story instead of gaps missing in between the story? Like, 60 to 70 chapters, that's a lot of content that you're missing. That's a lot of stuff that you just are completely unaware of if you're an anime only. And at this point, if you are an anime only, I cannot recommend you to watch this, even if it turns out to be godly. Like, if this turns out to be an amazing adaptation for the content it covers, I still can't recommend it because it's skipping so much content and you won't have the build up to it. And it's just like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, it's absolutely stupid. So, why? Like, I don't know what possesses companies to do something like this. I'm going to say, this is the Aka Akasaka curse. That's exactly what this is. You want to know what I'm talking about? Let me explain. Aka Akasaka is the writer of Kaguya-sama, and also was the individual that was the writer of Oshinoko. If you've heard about Oshinoko, you know the ending was, not good. It was bad. Very bad, okay? And regardless of how you want to spin it on why it's bad, either Aka just didn't care for the series anymore, he's not good at writing endings, whatever the case may be, Aka tarnished his reputation. A lot of people don't really want to affiliate themselves with his work anymore, or really even read his stuff anymore, because of how he handles the endings of his story. And the thing is that Kaguya-sama's ending, there was definitely people that did not like the ending of Kaguya. I don't think it was as bad as, let's say, the Yoshino-ko ending, but I can see why there was some complaints to the conclusion of the Kaguya-sama manga. And people have started to realize that Aka has, like, some form of, like, curse when it comes to endings. Like, his content starts getting very rushed, and it's just, the endings are just not really that good. And when I take a look at this anime, it's rushing to the ending. It's like, even when he is not probably directly involved in complete decision-making, we are still having the Aka Akasaka effect, to where we're having a rush to the conclusion, content cut, and the ending probably going to be an absolute dumpster fire or mess. And I'm just like, why? Like, maybe A1 Pictures is just done with Kaguya-sama. Like, I want to do a theory here. I want to take an assumption. A1 Pictures is adapting Kaguya-sama Love is War. It is definitely a project that has been given a lot of care and attention for many, many years. It has. I feel like thanks to the recent success with solo leveling, they're probably giving up some certain dedicated projects that are very high profile to focus more on solo leveling. Now, obviously, this is just theory crafting. There's no evidence to back this up, okay? This is just me spitballing and throwing things out there. But it's very obvious solo leveling is popular. As much as you want to hate it or not, it is. And I wonder if the reason for the decision-making of this with Kaguya to rush to the end is to get this off their plate, to not have to worry about Kaguya-sama ever again, where they could just focus on solo leveling, adapting solo leveling, giving movie adaptations to solo leveling. You get the point. I wonder if that is why this is happening. Now, once again, no evidence to back this up, okay? So do not think this is legit what's happening. But it is curious. They get an absolute sweeping success. Suddenly, one of their other successful series that they've been working on for many years is thrown to the wayside. It lines up too perfectly, in my personal opinion, but I could be wrong. Overall, though, I'm disappointed. As a fan, I'm very disappointed with what they're doing. Even if this content is adapted beautifully, what's going to be adapted, I'm sad we're going to have content that's not adapted. And even if they go back years later to adapt it, it's like, why do it now when you could have just already done it? So, I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to talk about this, because this honestly has infuriated me. It's just the drama around this is building, and a lot of people actually seem to be unaware of it as well. And I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. They are sabotaging this series. The question is, why? What do you think the reason is? What do you think the reason for why they're sabotaging this anime? Let me know in the comments below. But I love you guys. Be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.